Happy day 40, a nice round number, a nice crisp number. How are you? Fantastic, I hope. Excellent, I hope. Today's topic is perfectionism. Perfectionism. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect, so don't try to be perfect. And I suggest you don't try to wait for the perfect time for something. How often do you try to have something be perfect or wait for the perfect time? We all have a scale of perfectionism, right? And so it's interesting because I was thinking about today how I'm definitely not a perfectionist in certain ways. And in other ways, I'm like, oh, I definitely do have, certain perfectionistic tendencies, and I'm like, they're not helpful. So for example, ways I'm not perfectionist, you'd notice, I'm sure there's many videos where my hair is not perfectly non-frizzy, perfect looking. It's not like crazy, all over the place, because that wouldn't be professional and good for this video. But, I'm not trying to, make my hair look absolutely perfect and doll myself up each time, because that's just not me, and I'm not trying to be perfect. I like to be authentic. So that's, one example where I'm definitely very unperfectionistic. And you also notice, I'm sure, how in the videos I'll, say a wrong word or stumble over my words, and I'm like, that's okay. I laugh it off, and I'm like, that's fine, because I'm not perfect, and it's totally okay to have stumbles in my videos. I don't need to record a whole new video. I just want to be myself and show you that, hey, I stumble over words and it's okay, and I can still get my great message out there to you. So in other ways, though, I realized today, for example, there's someone who I was, connecting with about getting together, and I'd waited like days to respond to them. And I was like, what are you doing? Then I realized, oh, it's because I'm, I didn't respond because I was trying to figure out, oh, what's the perfect date, and trying to figure out when's the perfect time to get together with them, what's going to be a good night for it, because it's, I have to end up like going somewhere else to meet them, and it's like out of my way kind of. And so I was like trying to figure out when was the perfect time to meet them, which was not helping me for multiple ways. One, because I wasn't getting together with them, which would be a helpful thing for me to do. And secondly, it's wasting my time, wasting my joy, because I'm thinking about it more, right? If I just made the decision right away, taken, a few minutes, and first just figured out and started, instead of trying to pick the perfect time to find a time to meet with them, then I wouldn't be wasting time on other days having it cross my mind or try to remember it or thinking about it. So that's a funny example of me being slightly perfectionistic, and it's pretty ridiculous. I wasted some time, and I was taking away some joy when I could have been thinking about other things, instead of, oh, let me take multiple days to think about the same topic because I want to pick the perfect time. So I encourage you to drop your perfectionistic tendencies, since it's taking away your joy. I heard this somewhere else saying, how make difficult decisions first, which is kind of on the same wavelength of decide things first and get it out of the way. Because if you're, letting stressful things just stay on your plate, or letting difficult decisions stay on your plate, it's taking away your joy, right? Because you're spending longer time thinking about it than if you were to just immediately think of that difficult decision, make that difficult decision, and think of that stressful situation immediately and figure it out. It would be done. You wouldn't have to think about it again, right? So that is something that I encourage you to do. Not let your joy be stolen. Let your mental health be happier by not trying to be perfect and making decisions right away or sooner, rather than letting them, fester on for certain days on end, like I did with something. Guess I'm not perfect. Surprise, surprise. So that is what I encourage you to do. For your health also, is there a health goal that you've been waiting to do, waiting for the perfect time? I gotta tell you, there's no perfect time, right? Life's always gonna be life in a way. It's always going to be busy. And I understand, sure, maybe there's, extra busy time, but, for the most part, it's like you're always gonna be busy. You're always gonna have a lot going on. So if you're waiting on a health goal, just go, just do it. That's what I tell often, some of my clients would be like, oh, I'm too busy to work with you right now. And I'm like, That could be valid. Maybe you have 6,000 things going on, but you're probably going to still have, 5,000 things going on next month. So please, don't waste your health. And, if it is something that you want to do, let's work together now versus, letting a year go by and you're still feeling, not in a great place and still feeling, bogged down by your health. Let's start working together so you can improve it now. There's never going to be a perfect time. So I encourage you to take a step forward, whatever it is, take a step forward now. Don't wait. There's never a perfect time. And just take a step forward on a healthy living goal that is important to you. And what else? Yeah, to recap, perfectionism, not helpful. So think about, reflect, is there a type of perfectionistic tendency you have? How could you eliminate that or decrease it so you have more joy in your life and therefore less stress and more health that way? And if you are waiting on a health goal, I encourage you, don't wait on it. If you've been looking to work with a healthy living coach, I'd be happy to support you, or find someone else who you feel like would be a great match, and get started on your health now versus waiting, because you don't want 5 years from now to happen and then for you to be like, oh, I kept thinking it wasn't the perfect time, and your health just kept declining, or you kept not feeling good for those 5 years. I don't want that for you, and I know you don't either. So if you are interested, feel free, of course, to contact me. I'd love to see if working together is a great match, or contact someone else, of course, if there's someone else who would be an awesome match for you. I just want you to get to improve your health, up-level your joy, and feel great. So yes, that is my tip for you. There's never a perfect time for your health, so start some healthy habits now, as small or as big as they may be. They can be very small. Just go for it. And remember that perfectionism, not so helpful. So yes, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm so grateful to you. If you're the type of person who loves helping others, thank you so much for sharing this video. And I'll see you on the flip side tomorrow. Bye.